Okay, so for this assignment, I have chosen the song Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix. There's one version, Voodoo Child, which is a 6 minute version of the song, and then there's another one that's about 15 minutes. And a walk up song, you don't have that much time, but it is a really strong song that I think speaks to me specifically. Um, I chose it because it was probably one of the first songs that me and my dad had actually kind of like listened to together consistently and just being like, oh, let's play that song. And it just became kind of my favorite song, and it still is to this day. I mean, whenever it comes on, I just like to crank it. Um, I think Oh, to motivate myself, I would listen to this. I used to do theater. So what I would actually do is before like in the green room before you go on stage in theater, the biggest thing is the fear and the nerves of seeing everybody that you may or may not know and hoping that you do well. And so what I would do is I would just put in my headphones and I would play this music. I would just play it really low, and then I would find a quiet corner and go recite my lines to myself over and over and over and over and over again. And it was just really calming, and also motivated me. It made me feel like all the times that me and my dad had listened to it, it was like, he's there, he knows that I can do this, I know I can do it. So I think that's the reasoning that I'm using for choosing that as my song. I mean, it is also just a really good song, and it's a lot of fun to listen to. It's really early psychedelic rock, and I think it's a perfect hype up song. But motivational theory wise, the reinforcement theory, I was kind of debating on it just because a lot of it is about how well you do. But I think the idea of having a walk-up song, that won't really influence the reinforcement. It might kind of like what I'm saying about going into theater, that listening to it kind of gives you that calmness and kind of reinforces the fact that you think you're going to do well. But there's some parts of it that I think reinforcement theory is a lot about the actions that will be taking place rather than what's going on. So I believe that expectancy theory was a better option, and the reason is because I think it gives you like that music, any music that you choose, especially when you're in the major leagues, it just gives you that good feeling, that confidence, right? And all of that confidence can improve your overall ability to get a hit. You're expecting yourself to do well, even though it is the hardest thing in sports to hit a baseball. You are expecting yourself, because you are listening to this song, oh, I can do it. Oh, yeah, it's a walk in the park. I'm going to knock it out of the park. It's going to be fine. So that is why I believe my song Voodoo Child would be a good fit for me if I was a MLB player. And that's also, I believe that the expectancy theory is a really big one when it comes to the idea of why hype music and walk-up songs are actually so important. Thank you very much for listening.